All right, y'all. What's good? A-Fizzle here on this Sunday night, October 16, 2022. First and foremost, let me go ahead and say this right now. This is not a game stream. Yes, we know that the Eagles and Cowboys are getting ready to play. Actually, they're considered streaming that game, but the reason why I'm not going to stream that game is because I really don't want to be up here for 3 hours during a game stream. And I know some of y'all probably think, well, you're doing the crib now, so what's the difference? This is not gonna be on the crib. But I figure, I just want to chop it up with y'all, see what's good and what's good. Y'all look at this, how it's good in my world. First and foremost, the Hooters video. I know I've been talking about it. Bear with me, y'all. Please. Is all I'm asking. I will do that video. I don't know. It's just gotta be a time where I can sit down and actually do the video. I haven't really had a legit time to sit down and do it. I know tonight could be the night, but I'm just not in my right mind state to do that video right now. So that's why I'm not doing it. So, and like I said, if you're a Hooters girl, just quick heads up, do not get mad at what I'm about to say when I do the video because it's just pure honesty and stuff that need to be said from a Hooters regular point of view. But I will say this: there'll be no bashing of the Hooter girls in the video. I'm not gonna get on here and bash the girls in general or call out any individual because it's not about that. Plus, Hooter girls haven't really given me a reason to call them out, so or really bash them as a whole. So I'm not gonna go that route. Yeah, Eagles and Cowboys getting ready to kick off though. And I don't think there's any baseball on. I know pretty much every series is done. I think. I know the Phillies. Oh, sorry, the Phillies. I can't call them the Phillies the rest of the year. Calendar year, that is. So. Oh, okay. No, the Yankees are on. Let me go watch it and put on the Yankees then. But yeah, first and foremost, the reason why I'm even doing this live stream because I did want to get my whole insights on the Braves and just give y'all my truth, how I feel about the series that went down against the Phillies this past weekend, or this past week in general. Meek Mill from that Eagles game. All right. And the reason why I had it's not even that I wanted to do this. I feel like I had to make a video or say something about it because I don't, and I feel like I may go on for a minute. That's why I don't want to. That's why I decided to make it into a crib as opposed to just doing an actual video and maybe have to edit and all that. So I just want to be straight to the point. Now, with that being said, Sports Live in the ATL does not speak for A-Fizzle Productions. A-Fizzle Productions speaks for A-Fizzle Productions. What I mean by that is y'all probably have watched Sports Live in ATL's video or live stream, whatever he did after the series was over yesterday, and he was saying like the Braves humiliated all those Braves fans and whatnot. The Braves did not humiliate me. If I was humiliated, I would have, because I was at Hooters watching the game. Well, what was left of it. I watched part of it here at the house, so then I got out and watched the rest of it. But if the Braves were to humiliate me, I would have ran home and hit on my covers the rest of the night. That would humiliate me, but. But let's be real. As far as the game itself, as far as the series itself, it does suck to lose. It does. Oh, and there's another reason why I want to make the video too. Not wanted to. I feel like I needed to make this a crib. Another reason is because Sports Line ATL said that He was happy. He wasn't the only one. There was couple people saying that they were happy that the series is over. They was in a hurry for the series to end. And me personally, I'm not happy about the series being over. I wasn't. I'm not relieved that the series is over. I really wanted to continue because I really want the Braves to try to come back and win Game Four, force a Game Five, which will likely would have been on right now. And I probably would have been streaming that instead. And then win Game Five and go into the NLCS, beat up on the Padres because that's what it wound up being. Dodgers went home. That was more shocking than the Braves losing. Hmm. Why didn't say? Why didn't you explain? Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, you did say that tweet. But yeah, sorry, I was posting on Twitter. But yeah, what do I say? Oh yeah, I'm not happy about the series, and I'm not relieved. This sucks. I wanted the series to continue on. I wanted to get to the NLCS and beat up on the Padres, then get to the World Series and beat up on whoever come out the American League and go repeat. So yes, I'm just my honest how I feel right now about the series. Okay, this is how I really feel about the series. I'm not happy that the Braves lost. I'm really not. Did it derail my weekend? No, because my high school team, my alma mater, they got the dub on Friday, so they kind of eased the pain off. Then the Broncos play tomorrow night, so they may have a chance to kind of even the playing field a little bit. So on the strength of that, I'm not really upset, that the series is over, but I'm not happy that the series is over either. And the reason why I'm not upset is because the Braves just simply did not play well. Let's just call it like it is. They did not play well. The one thing that me and can agree on is that we both can admit that the Braves did not play well. And emphasize and build on that a little bit. They didn't show me determination or hunger or the fight that you know they wanted. They wanted to continue. That I did not get that. Game two, I did. Now, game one, when the Braves lost game one, 7-6, I credit the first part of the game. First part of the game was the reason why they didn't look good early on is because of rust. They were off almost a week, and the Phillies were coming fresh out the series against the Cardinals, so the Braves were well rested. Like I said, it go that's a situation where it can go either way. I You well rested, you make, it works out if you banged up with injuries, kind of like how the Broncos are. They banged up with a lot of injuries right now, but they got a couple weeks before they bye week. So having that time off is beneficial if you're banged up with injuries. Outside of Mike Soroka and Ozzy Albies, the Braves weren't really banged up with injuries, so it wasn't a beneficial thing for the Braves to have that time off. But it's also like so when people say that yeah they had time to rest, it's beneficial and it's a gift when you're banged up. It's also a curse to have that much time off because if you're not out there practicing, you're not there getting focused, working out, whatever, just trying to stay in game shape, you're going to be rusty. And that's what happened in game one. The Braves were rusty. The first part of game one, then I feel like they did kick the rust out later on in the game as they tried to mount a comeback, but it was too little too late. Then game two, they had the weather delay. That was supposed to be a 4 o'clock game, but I think that game started like close to 7. They managed to get that game, so we figured, okay, we got one eye belt. Now we just got to go to Philly and steal one there and get the series back to Atlanta. Or better yet, if the Braves are fortunate, Still both games in Philly and move on. But it did not happen. When Braves went to Philly and just got 11 dog shit kicked out of them, they got him. They got murdered. Let's just call it like this. They got fucking murdered Wednesday. Not Wednesday. What was game three? Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday night. Friday night. Yeah, Friday afternoon. And then game four. You know me. I'm a is not over until it is over type of person. But you can watch the game and how it's unfolding. And it goes for any sport. You can see how it's unfolding. You kind of get consensus of, okay, this may not be our night. Game four, things like third or fourth inning where JT Realmuto was up the bat and he hit the ball. It bounced off the wall. Michael Harris cannot get it. He's straggling, trying to get it. Ron Acuna is not over there trying to help him, trying to stop the bleeding. And by the time the ball made it close to the infield, Real Muto was by third base. He was turned on the Jets going home. This man got an inside the park home run. That's when I was like, well, I want a Philly cheesesteak too, but not right now. Though. I just got that. But I mean, I'm gonna go to Philly and get me a cheesesteak one day. But anyways, it was good, sniper. But yeah, as I was saying that when that inside the park home run happened, part of me was like, well, it's like this isn't gonna end well. But I'm the type of person, it's not over till it's over. Even when the team is down, you never know. Comebacks do happen. So it just never happened. The Braves did not get the bats going. You know, like I say, you can blame Russ in game one, but after a while, like once you get to game three, the Russ talk is over. You can't blame that anymore because now you have two games in. You play, so you can't really bank off that anymore. You know, when it was all said and done, the Phillies wanted it more. They played like they wanted it more, and that's why they could see they're moving on, and the Braves are going back to Atlanta, waiting on March or early April, or more so March for spring training when they head to Florida and have to try again next year. Yeah, I'm happy the Chiefs lost too. So yeah, if anything, it was disappointing though to lose. Don't get me wrong. I'm like I said, I'm not, and I wasn't like I said, I wasn't in a hurry to end the series. Like series end whenever it feels like ending, you know. But when it was over, I was like, bummer, just not gonna have a chance to repeat. But you know, but it's baseball is it's almost on the realms as college basketball where it's very tough to repeat as champions. It's very rare you can repeat as champions in baseball. That's why one year the Braves went, one year the Dodgers went, one year the Astros. It's like all the stars had to align, and it did not align for the Braves. So that's that. I already gave credit to Wade Haddon on Twitter because I was really conversing with him on Twitter about this series. I don't think I really conversed with him on here. I know I did not make a hate video, and I don't do those anymore. But I know when I made my video laughing at the Mutts, I did mention the Phillies. So, but the thing is, okay. But the thing is like I gave my credit to where credit was due. So I will do that, and I did that already. You know, I wish them the best of luck the rest of the way. But as a Braves fan, I hope the Phillies get eliminated in NLCS. I'm not one of these people who about division unity and be like, oh, it would be nice to see, we had the Braves win one year. It would be nice if the Phillies turn around and win. We got the Nationals go a couple years. I don't do all that. Because as a Broncos fan, I wasn't doing all that when the Chiefs were going to the Super Bowl. You know, as a Gators fan, I wasn't saying that when Georgia was in the national title last year. It stung when seeing Georgia in the national title last year. It stung when the Chiefs went back to back Super Bowls, won one, lost one. It stung as a Lightning fan, you know, watching the Capitals go that one year in 2018, I think. Yeah, it was 2018, and they won it all. So, you know, those things sting. And of course, if the Phillies were to go to the World Series, it's going to sting. So I'm hoping the Padres could do me a solid. We're going to see, though. But the Phillies do deserve to be there. I'm not going to take anything away from that. You know, I'm not going to be like certain Braves fans and be like, stop bragging. You know, they got the right to brag because like they was under our footsteps the entire season, and they finally got a one up on the Braves where it mattered the most. Because like if the roles were reversed, I would have been the same way. I'm not even going to front. I'm not even going to front. Sniper says, I'm not saying Russell Wilson is Peyton Manning, but the Broncos are definitely a similar situation when they were a decade ago when in 2012 started 2-3. You know the rest of the story. Okay, as far as that, because I see a lot of Bronco fans posting on Facebook. Oh, remember when Peyton got here 10 years ago? We started 2-3 that year in different situation, but not too different. But it's a different situation with that. With that, you know, Peyton Manning and offensive coordinator was on the same page in 2012. Peyton Manning was able to call some of his own plays and do what he need to do, and show people why it was calling him the sheriff. I don't think Russell Wilson is getting that fair share of showing what he can do. Now, like I said, the Colts game, that was a bad situation. That was a bad situation where he missed a wide open KJ Hamler and threw to Tyree Cleveland he's covered, and that was incomplete. That was on Russ, but Russell Wilson hasn't done too bad. I just feel like they need to let him really be him and show why he's worth getting traded here for everything that the Broncos lost. Because it would be nice to have Shelby Harris back. It would be nice to have Noah Fant back. Those are key players that the Broncos lost in that trade to get Russell Wilson here. Like I said, he does need to make better decisions, you know, and you have better awareness on the field and not miss wide open receivers. But still, you know, I blame Hackett and our offensive coordinator too. You know, they're not, you know, some of these plays, man, these screen plays, they're not going to cut it. You know, this is, like I said, this is not Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker and Wes Welker all over again. You don't have those players. So these screen plays are not going to work on heavy rotation. Even then, when we had Peyton Manning, when the Broncos had Peyton Manning, they wasn't doing all these screen passes all the time. I'm just seeing abundance now. I see with the Gators too, and it's really starting to get on my nerves. Like all these freaking screen passes. Like, come on now, chuck the ball downfield. At least with the Gators, I'm starting to see more of that. You know, Anthony Richardson taking chances. I'm gonna get on that Florida LSU game momentarily because I got something to say about that too. It's good, Rob. Rob, all bases here. Like, share. I appreciate that. Okay, he also says, "Yep, congratulations to Tennessee. That was a good win for Tennessee." And I'm gonna get into college football talk for a moment because I do need to say something about what happened yesterday. My God, I was a crazy day of college football altogether. So Raw Allbase is a Georgia fan, but that was going that was on the back dub. You know, Vanderbilt had no chance, and I told somebody that I'm not. You know, I wasn't really surprised that Georgia was a 38-point favorite going in that game, and I wouldn't have been surprised that they shut them out again, which they did. Bills don't even get me started on that 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl. It's all good though because KC got completely embarrassed a year later. Oh yeah, I, I enjoyed watching the Chiefs get embarrassed 31-9. You know, even though it came to the expense of Tom Brady, which the man don't need any more Super Bowls, which I don't know why the hell he came back for another year. Now the Buccaneers are at 3-3, tied with the Falcons. How in the world you be tied with the Falcons for first place in the NFC South? How'd you allow that? More so, how you lose to the Steelers, man? Steelers are garbage this year. Even urinate trees say the Steelers aren't going anywhere. Yeah, they found a way to beat the Bucks. The Tampa Sue, Julio Fournette, Russell Gage, Russell Gageneers. Like what the? Like I'm not saying we're gonna go. No, I get what you're saying, Sniper. I get the analysis of it all. Why some Bronco fans are saying that, but the ones who are just like banking on that to read the history repeat itself. I do have to remind them like what type of offense we're dealing with. But I know some who are saying that, but at the same time, they're also saying that. Well, I get that was Peyton Manning, but this is Russell Wilson. Can really guarantee that history is going to repeat itself. So, not to mention in 2012, three teams were lost to a playoff teams. Well, definitely not the case this year. The Seahawks are not going to the playoffs. Neither are the Raiders. So, no fan. I feel like we didn't utilize him. Yeah, he didn't really get a lot of shine. It sucks because that dude had a lot of potential. I was really happy when the Broncos drafted him. No, I'll take it back. When the Broncos drafted him, I was like, who? Who was Noah Fant? Because I don't watch a lot of Iowa football. I do have a Facebook friend who's an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. So anything regarding Hawkeyes, I would go to her and get her insights because she's in deep with Iowa Hawkeyes football. But when I started seeing the highlights, I said, okay, the Broncos do need a tight end. So this, overall, it's not really a bad pickup. So and it wound up not being a bad pickup. So and I just hate that the Broncos shifted. It was one thing if it was Drew Lock and maybe a draft pick, maybe a couple of draft picks, then we still kept Fant and Shelby Harris. But I know the Seahawks were probably going to want more. Obviously, they wanted more than that just to give up Russell Wilson. So it is a business at the end of the day. That's why That's why I don't get attached to these players anymore because it's a business. One minute they're here, next minute they're going somewhere else. Just like with us. We got jobs. 1 minute we at this job, next minute we're somewhere else. There is no loyalty to work. You got to go where you got to go. If this job's not for you, you're going to go somewhere else. If you get traded, you're going to, you got to go. You got to go where you're sent. It's like if you work with a franchise and they, you fill out an application, they be like, "Are you willing to travel?" And you say yes. You're putting you let it be known that you may be at this location for about a couple months, maybe a year or two. Next minute, after 2 years, they might decide to ship you to another location, just like with newscasters and meteorologists. When they're at this new station, they be there for about a year or two, maybe three. You know, especially if you're young. Next minute, you could be going to a new station across the country. So I get it as a business. That's why I don't get attached. That's why I don't get attached. Defense won that Super Bowl. Yes, 2015 they definitely did. Okay, you're not a Georgia fan. You're just a Bama hater. Yeah, I'm a Bama hater too. That was pretty funny though. Louisiana Monroe could have beaten Bama. Yeah, don't get me started. I don't want to talk about Colin Kaepernick. I'm. Oh, I thought I was intercepted. Once the NFL proved to me that they were racist, watch. Okay, you know what's funny? In 2012, when we played the Chargers in San Diego, and the Chargers got busted with a stick when they still took a get a score 1 point in the second half. Yeah, I think it was after the fact where I found out about the Stickum situation and the beat, and I think that's also where the narrative come in with why a lot of people say, well, 2 or 3 Peyton Manning, and ironically, week 6 that year the Broncos played the Chargers on the road. This year the Broncos are playing the Chargers on the road, week 6. So it's we're gonna see. Broncos do need a win though, definitely. because my God. But if there's any team in the AFC West where I feel the most confident that the Broncos can get the job done against, it's the Chargers. You know, they can't beat the Broncos on a consistent level, I mean, on a consistent basis like the Raiders or Chiefs can. And I can't wait, man. And if the Broncos are going to beat the Chiefs down the line, they're going to have to get it together. The defense is a-okay. Leave that alone. Let them continue to be side, but the offense needs to step it up and help them and keep them off the field a little bit. You know, that way they can come in fresh and force a couple three and outs, and maybe get a Pat Surtain interception or Kareem Jackson interception or something. Get a couple of Draymond Jones sacks, Bradley Chubbs, and DJ Jones. You know, then when he comes back, Randy Gregory. You know, then when Justin Simmons come back, I don't know if he's coming back this year or not. Probably not. If he does, and get a couple of his interceptions, you know. So Broncos are missing some key pieces on defense, but yet still playing at a high level. So that depth is thick on defense. We just need the offense to catch up and get on the offense and the coordinator and Hackett. They all need to get on the same damn page, and let's get this thing rolling. We're in week 6 now. We can't continue to play handicap anymore. We gotta let it be known like we here. The Chargers haven't swept the Broncos. Yeah, they haven't swept the Broncos since 2010. Oop, damn. But yeah, back to the baseball. I think I said what I need to say about baseball, but I'm not trying to go at Slater or anything. You know, he has his beliefs, and I respect his beliefs. You know, he feels like the Braves have the Braves let everybody down. So so of course he's going to say it's a failure. I think it's a failure too because for me it was World Series championship or bust. If you don't win the World Series, season's a failure. You don't win the Super Bowl, a Stanley Cup, NBA Finals, national title, your season is a failure. Doesn't matter if you have the best record in the entire season. If you don't win that championship, it means absolutely positively nothing. Sure, it's a fifth consecutive NL East title. That's cool and all, but I watch my Braves to win World Series titles, not constantly win NL East titles. Like we went through this path in the '90s and the double zeros when the Braves were constantly winning NL East titles back to back, back to back, back. And, and they only won one World Series title back at 14 year span. That's not good. If you win in division 14 years in a row, you got to find a way to win at least more than one World Series title. And in this, similar situation, you got 5, and possibly next year you're going to win the NL East again. Hopefully, they won't have the Braves sweat and start and come out not the Braves, but hopefully they won't have the fans sweat and come out sluggish and flirt with the 500 mark well into the summertime. Then all of a sudden they want to get it going and win the division because like I said, it's going to catch up to them eventually. So I do expect the Braves to win the division again, but we're gonna see what happens. Like that, I'm at a point where if you're not gonna add more World Series titles, then blow the whole fucking thing up and let's go back to winning 69 games in the season. It'll just be bad. That way, there's no hopes. There's no. I want to say there's no hope. It's always gonna be hope, but I would say that way there's no expectations. Because I'm at a point where I'd rather not contend at all than constantly win division titles and just only have one championship to show for it. The window's wide open, so obviously the Braves will have a chance to continue to win more, but can't be having any more hiccups like this weekend. That can't be happening. Dude. Oh shit! Why is he blocked? Hold on. Oh shit! Hold up. Hold on. My bad, sniper. I accidentally blocked you. Anyways, let me read this comment because defense, I like what I seen. Although to be blunt with you, I'm tired of Josh Jacobs making our run defense's bitch right side. Is this is probably his last year with the Raiders? And I'm about sick of Josh Jacobs too. I've been sick of him since his Alabama days. I'm gonna play some music. Yeah, sniper. I apologize, man. I think I had my cord on my not my laptop. What is this thing called? My what? Oh, my tablet. I be wanting to call this thing a laptop so much. I think I'm recording my tablet and probably accidentally blocked you. So that was my bad. Don't play some music right quick. But yeah, let's get into let's get into college football, man. Yesterday, man, I tell you, yesterday was a crazy, chaotic day for college football. First and foremost, man, Florida. I don't know what, but I don't want to get too upset about the Gators this year because I came to the season. I can't even. I don't want to get too upset because I've been saying all year it's a transition year. Don't get your hopes up. Don't put high expectations. Going through new coaches and stuff because just gonna be unfulfilled at the end. But I'm just really sick and tired of Florida finding ways to lose to LSU. I mean, it seems like when the defense makes a statement play, they're about to get off the field to get offense a chance to either tie or win. There's always a flag that holds the Gators back, and the defense stays out there, and LSU makes them pay for it. Florida lost 45-35. I had a feeling it was going to be a shootout. So I wasn't really surprised by that. If anything, I'm just kind of like scratching my head, like why the defense can't make more plays? Why the King got field on third down? Like I think LSU went 8 for 9 on third down attempts. That is bad, And then they had trouble getting off the field against Missouri too, so it's not like and Tennessee. So it's not like it's just an LSU thing. Florida's just been having trouble getting off the field on third down on defense, and it's really frustrating. I know people gonna say, "Well, it's damn all those players." Well, it don't matter if they damn all those players or not. You signed to come into Florida. You got a job to do. So I don't want to hear that bull. What I want to hear is getting some motherfucking wins and stopping teams on. Well, they getting wins. They got they 4-3, but more so it's just like what I want to see is okay, got a remod sniper too. But yeah, what I want to see is the defense getting off the field on third down. If you're not going to get off the field on third down, you better make some spectacular plays. You better force some turnovers because like you got to buy this week. Thank God, you need to buy. Then you got Georgia next the week right after the bye, so that's going to be a tough game. Georgia is number one for a reason. I'm not worried about Georgia. I know Florida is capable of beating Georgia, but here's my thing going to that game though. Can the defense make enough plays? Can they force turnovers like Missouri did on Georgia? I feel that if Florida can get some turnovers on Georgia like Missouri did, I feel confident that Georgia is going to turn those into touchdowns, unlike Missouri, who settled for field goals. So I do feel that aspect. So But if they can't get turnovers, they're going to have to get off the field on third down. They're going to have to. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because they can't get off. If they don't get off the field on third down, it will be a long game. So it can get ugly. But after this, after the Georgia game, the schedule does kind of lighten up a little bit. Texas A&M isn't as good as advertised early in the year. South Carolina, get them at home, so that should be an interesting outing there. And then you wrap up the season with Vandy at Florida State. Vandy, I know Florida's going to win that game. Florida State, I feel good about that game as well. But would it be in a rivalry game? Would it be in Tallahassee? More so, would it be in a rivalry game? You just don't know. There's until Florida's going to be at by then. There's until FSU is going to be at. So it just have to see how both teams are trending once November arrives. That can give me a quick assistance how I feel like that game's going to go. Like South Carolina, Vandy, I feel like Florida can win. Aggieland, I give it a 50-50 right now. I feel like because Florida can play Texas A&M close. They can play them close. And I think the thing is, if Florida can, if Florida doesn't beat, if Florida doesn't find a way to beat Texas A&M, they're going to have to find a way to get Texas A&M to beat themselves. You look at the Alabama game last week. Texas A&M, Alabama won the game, but at the same time, Texas A&M beat themselves. You run the ball on that fourth down, there's a strong possibility you get in the end zone and win the game. And we're seeing, and then you look at the Texas game. So Alabama, granted, is 6-1, but they're about 1 or 2 plays against them from being 4-3 and possibly unranked. Alabama's not dominant this year. I don't care what anybody says. They're not dominant. I don't even think they win the SEC West this year. I think this is Ole Miss's year. As long as Ole Miss don't have a slip up between now and the Alabama game, they got to play Alabama still. So I feel like this is Ole Miss's year to win the West. I just don't see any team that's really capable of stopping them. Maybe not for far as winning the West, I don't see any team stopping them. I don't think they run the table either. I think they drop a game as well. They could lose Alabama. They could lose Mississippi State. The Egg Bowl something serious. I want to take that. I ain't think serious. That Mississippi State game, you never know. That game can always go either way. All right, Sniper says Raiders did decline Josh Jacobs' 50 option, so he'd like to become a free agent. That being said, I don't know about what the Raiders' salary cap situation, nor do I really care. I definitely feel like we can beat the Chargers tomorrow night. If we lose tomorrow night, I could definitely say the no shows that Broncos home has increased. Okay. Well, yeah, it was. I'm gonna be honest. Only thing I just want the Bronco fans to not do moving forward is boo their team at home. That was that was embarrassing. That was you this Broncos country is not known for booing their own team, so definitely cannot be doing that anymore. But if the Raiders decline Josh Jacobs' 5th year, we gotta make sure he got the AFC West in. But yeah, back to college football, like Tennessee, I gotta give them credit. They beat Alabama yesterday afternoon, 52-49. And Alabama had a chance to win that game in the end, but they kicked and missed a field goal. Tennessee hurry up and got downfield, got like 20, 30 yards, took the field goal of their own. And it looked like it was gonna be no good, but it made it in. And Knoxville was wilding last night, man. Oh, interception by the Eagles. They already up 7-0. So I want the Cowboys to win for my family and because it's time for the Eagles to lose, and because my family members are Cowboys fans. So I definitely root for the Cowboys tonight, though. But they got picked off though just now, so Eagles got good field position. We'll see what happens with that. And that wasn't even bad throw. He had his receiver That was just good defense by the Eagles and forced that interception. Here's my thing with the bullet. I tolerate it if it's for the right reason, like the Broncos offense playing like shit. What do people expect? The society. Uh, I get it. No, I don't. You know, obviously the fans are not happy. You know that too, though. Yes, 9 points, man. Yeah, we like I said, the team just had to get better moving forward because it is, it is very frustrating. When your offense cannot move the ball at all and it's in freaking neutral. So yeah, I can understand the fans' frustration. Like, do something else because always what you're doing is not working. But the whole booing thing, I just no, I just never been a fan of fans booing their own team. That goes for Eagles fans too. They're masters at this. Oh, I did need to talk about that too. Speaking of Philly fans, because Sportsline ATL he went on a soliloquy about Phillies fans being classless. Okay, the whole DUI thing, the chant on Marcelo Zuna, that was classless. But at the same time, it's Philly fans. We can really expect much from them. Not condoning it, not saying it's excusable, but it's like because I don't condone it. I don't. But at the same time, it's like they're gonna do it anyway. This is how they always been. This is a fan base that booed Santa Claus in 1968. This is the same fan base who will pelt snowballs at Giants fans and Cowboy fans at the old vets. These are the same fans who will be like, asshole, asshole at the tailgates. So can you really expect much from their fan base? Nope. You can't. It is what it is. If you expect anything different, I don't know why. But they're gonna get theirs though. That fan base is gonna get theirs. In the NLCS. That is for sure. Sniper was at both the Broncos versus 49ers and Broncos versus Colts game. Oh, this year? Okay. I'm lying to you if I say I didn't boo. Sniper. No booing, man. Don't forget people pay their hard earned money to go watch the Broncos play. And that's gonna be the scary part for the Broncos because if the offense does not get it together, can you really can anybody really expect the fans to continue to go to the games and put in hundreds of dollars for a ticket just to see the offense just being neutral? They're not going to pay for that, and you're going to have season ticket holders they're just going to give away their tickets for free. It's like the hell with this. They can just watch the game at home and and drink their Coors Light and eat their menudo and all that. Oh, sorry, menudo's a New Mexico thing. I take it back. But you get my point, though. But yeah, like I say, got the Chargers tomorrow. Got the Jets next week and the Jags the week after that. So hopefully, with these next 3 games, we can see something different. I feel good about the Chargers game. I feel like the defense will win that game. But next week it's the Jets. The offense is gonna have to get it going. It's the Jets. I don't care about the 4-2 record. Big ups for beating the Packers today. That was a big win. He blew them out at Lambeau. On top of that, it made Aaron Rodgers look like freaking Ryan Leaf. But that the Jets fans thinking they're going to put up 31 points on the Broncos. They're smoking crack rock. They're not. They'd be looking to score 20 points against the Broncos, let alone 31. That's where the offense is coming in at. They're going to have to put up at least 20 points. If they can get the 21. They can win this game. They can beat the Jets. That's how I feel about that. Oh shit! This TV is so tricky. I'm trying to turn on the volume and switch the channel. Oh look, girl, Sparks Burgers. featuring Boss Best Friend talks like this with a patchy beard. And I'm going to give me another beer, so no, I don't need another beer right now. I still got some left in here. She's back in the game now. Listen. Ooh, button. I think I might hit wrong back. Hold on. Oh, I got it on fire stick one. Hold on. There we go. Oh, and I missed the Eagles touchdown. Go figure. That's why TV. You make me miss it. You make me miss the Eagles touchdown. Oh, okay. What the sniper said now. All right, sniper says another thing with the booing. Another reason why booing doesn't bother me is because I see fans do much worse things. It's not like fans are using derogatory words. Yeah, I don't expect the Bronco fans to do that. I don't think Bronco fans go that far. You know, being angry at the team is one thing. Wanting to do better is another thing. But the whole booing, whole derogatory term, I don't think it go that far. So the only time booing bother me is if hypothetically speaking, the fans are being ungrateful, the Broncos still playing their best. No, it ain't just being ignorant. So if the Broncos were playing good and they still boo, that's just being ignorant. Because it's definitely no point of booing if your team is doing good. So it's warm in here. And my head is itching. Hmm. But yeah, Tennessee beat Bama. Nice to see them go down. I don't care what Bama fans say about, oh, y'all teams that don't do good, y'all can't beat Bama. Y'all just be hoping for, y'all celebrate. You damn right. I'm going to celebrate y'all losing. Florida could be light years better than y'all. And anytime y'all drop a game, I will still relish that. I don't care. You're Alabama. You're my most hated team in sports, not just college football, but in sports. I despise Alabama football. So anytime they lose, it's good for me. Now when they play FSU, then they can both lose. So I can't pull for the Seminoles. Not as a Gator fan. True, they can lose to Georgia, and I'll be okay with that. Now, now with national title last year, that's a different story because I kind of enjoy seeing Georgia not win a national title in my lifetime, and it happened last year. So that was kind of conflict. That was another conflicting episode as well. Ole Miss won. They beat Auburn 48-34 yesterday. Auburn put up a fight. I got to give them credit. They put up a fight. Auburn fans don't want Brian Harsin gone. Auburn fans, it's going to happen. You know it. I know it. The American world knows it. Just be patient. You'll get your wish. Because I'm going on a limb. He's not going to make it an Iron Bowl. So you'll be fired before then. Yeah, just got to be patient. Let it play out. It will happen. And Oklahoma, man, I know Sniper's a Sooner fan. Got to give them, got to salute them. It's been rough on the last couple of weeks. They got back on the ball yesterday. They beat Kansas. I know it's Kansas, but that was a good win. That was a much needed win for the Sooners. As for Kansas, hey, I hope y'all enjoy being in the spotlight for a couple of weeks. Now he's back to now he's going back to where you belong. So thanks for coming out for 5 weeks. But it's time for y'all to get out of here. It's time for the big boys. It's the big boy show now. Go get ready for basketball season. Don't you got a parade to throw because your basketball team won a national title yesterday? I mean last season, excuse me. I don't know why I said yesterday. Because North Carolina forgot to play in the second half and y'all took advantage of that. I'll say this: I don't blame Bronco fans for leaving early when we played the Coastal Cup a Thursdays ago. But of course, I'm not a victim of that group. I said this on Facebook: if you're gonna leave the game early, just don't go to the game. I don't want any excuse about traffic or, oh, I gotta work in the morning. Just don't go to the fucking game. If you don't feel confident that the team can get it done, don't go to the fucking game. I just say I just say it's a poor representation of the franchise when you got fans leaving the game early. Now, granted, at the same time, the team don't need to get the shit kicked out of them either. So yeah, I can't blame them for not want to sit around with. It was like a situation like the Raiders game in 2010 when the Broncos lost 59-14. That's a situation when you're like, well, the game's already decided. I can understand leaving the game early, but it was 9-9 going to overtime. That was very disturbing. Like, how in the world you gonna leave the game early? The fourth quarter not even over and it's tied 9-9. Why'd you even go? Why'd you even go to the game if you're gonna leave? I just don't get it. Exactly. That's why I kind of is it. Why they throw it on fourth and inches? Damn, Mike McCarthy. What kind of play call are you doing? You go out like he go out like Hackett now. Throwing on fourth and inches. We run the fucking ball. Watch the Eagles win the turn and still not a touchdown. It's been happening. And that's why I don't agree with the whole leaving the game early because like you are wasting money if you're gonna just leave the damn game early. Like I said, if you're not that confident, just don't go. Go tailgate, but that's it though. Falcon fans are Falcon fans are feeling themselves. They beat the 49ers. They finna throw a parade in Atlanta. Hey, at least the Chiefs also. Seen that coming. I seen that coming from a mile away. Thank you, Bills. Thank you, Von Miller. Thank you, Josh Allen. Thank you, Sean McDermott. I do appreciate y'all handling y'all business for Broncos country and thrusting them down to 4-2. Unfortunately, the Raiders are off this week, so we can't watch them lose. But the Broncos will be the only team in the AFC West that can get a win. Just got to win tomorrow. So that game's so goddamn boring. But no matter how bad a game is, I never turn off or leave the game until the game says, "Me neither, sniper." I just, I just, I just can't do that. I can't leave the game early. Like the Broncos could be losing bad. The Braves could lose bad. Florida could get murdered by Georgia. I just could not leave the game with like third quarter or seventh innings. Like, why even go to the game? My dad does this a lot too, though. He's not really like a diehard fan of a team. He just like sports. He's just like going to games. But he'd be the main antagonist, excuse me. They want to leave at halftime. Oh, they want to leave in the third quarter. Oh, I want to beat the traffic. I never sat well with me. Granted, like I said, he wasn't driving, so it is what it is. But like, I just, I just couldn't do that. I hate it when he be wanting to leave early to avoid the traffic. Because you got to think about it, like shoot, cameras are rolling in that stadium, and you don't want to be caught on camera and on TV leaving the game early because you're trying to beat traffic. And that's another thing. That's why I harp on that so much. Like, if you're gonna leave early because of your team, because you want to beat the traffic, why even going? And besides, you're not likewise you're not even gonna beat the traffic. You can leave in third quarter still deal with traffic. So I just think it's a lazy excuse. Like if the Broncos playing bad, I can't blame fans for increasing the no shows. Yeah, I'm at a point like I don't like the no shows saying either, but I rather fans not go to the game if they feel like they're going to leave early. I'd rather not go to the game at all and just watch it at home or go to the sports bar and watch it or go to their friend's house, family's house and watch it than to go to the game and then leave early. I just rather them stay at home. You know, let the attendance sink. You know, because if the team's playing bad, then you don't have to work. You know, and the fans not going to the game. And this is one thing I can understand too, because like the whole sellout streak for the Broncos is amazing. I'm a relish as a Broncos fan, but if if the team is doing bad, I can't blame the fans for deciding not to go to the game. I can't, we can't make them go to because like if the product is bad, nobody's gonna pay to watch it. It's like it'll make decisions easy. Like why are we gonna go to the game and watch this team lose or find a way to lose? I can sit at home and watch them lose. So I don't blame fans for not wanting to go to games if the team don't get it together. So I don't blame the no shows. But hopefully we can get it together before the no shows really start getting out of hand though. The score gets out of reach in the fourth quarter and whatnot. If I witness what happens, I can just put it to bed after watching it live. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna see what I'm gonna do next this upcoming week though. If the Broncos do beat the Chargers tomorrow, then I will likely, I'm not guaranteeing, that I will likely stream the Broncos game next week against the Jets. If they lose, I'm not streaming the game at all, and I may just go to Twin Peaks watch the game next week. We'll see. We'll just have to see. I'm just trying to debate what I'm gonna do. I know the fight's gonna be coming on soon too. Trying to, I don't know. I'm trying to debate what I'm gonna do next week. So that's why I say what I said. I relish it for what it is, but that's how our streak is going to end if the product on the field doesn't get better. Because like I said, fans are not going to continue to go to the game just to see a bad product on the field. I'm not saying that this team is a bad product altogether, but it's been a bad product the last 5 years, and we're still under 500 and not going to playoffs. Then fans are just not going to go to the games. They're not, and nobody could blame them either. That's not what I want to do. All right, time for me to get my drink on. Wait, what? You read an article on My High Report and you saw someone said, despite the alleged sellout streak, tickets for Broncos Colts game still available during. Wow, that game did not sell out then. There's no way that there's no way that drink. I mean, let's say drinks. Tickets should still be available at the stadium if the game is sold out. I just that's that's weird. Gonna get my drink on. 17 to nothing. I was actually thinking about going to the Broncos Raiders game in Denver after what happened on Thursday Night Football a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to that game. You got a while to think about it because I think that game toward the end of the year, if I remember correctly. So just let's see what the Broncos do next couple of weeks, and then just reevaluate that situation. Don't close it off quite yet. If they're not living up to your expectations, they're not going to see just canceling. But like that game's not towards the end of the year, so you got plenty of time to really think about that one. Now, well, you definitely got to do that one since you already got the tickets early on. Get my drink on. Can't let those tickets go to waste unless you get sick. Which reminds me, like anybody from the south that happen to watch this stream, it's a crib after it goes off. Make sure y'all stock up on your vitamins and your vitamin shots and all that. Get your booster shots, uh, and just keep your hands washed, sanitized. Keep your mask on deck. Keep your lights on deck because these temperatures are about to drop in the next 24 to 48 hours. The temperatures in the 80s here today. Yeah, probably in the upper 70s tomorrow, but the low is going to be in the low 40s. So up and down temperatures are creeping up. So like I said, if you're in the southeast, I should say, not the interior south, but I would say the southeast, east of the Mississippi, south of the Mason Dixon. If you're in that area, make sure y'all stay up on y'all ish because the flu is going to start creeping up quicker than the hurricane, and I don't want y'all to be getting sick. I definitely want y'all to get me sick either. Like I said, we got freaking Florida, Georgia coming up in 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm gonna be in Jacksonville or not yet. I would like to be there. You know, we gonna see how things pan out first. You know, it would be nice to go. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, I saw a fight yesterday, and I saw a fight yesterday at the bar. I'm not gonna name the bar I was at, but I seen a fight there. And a bunch of people trying to hold him back. But the dude still talking massive shit. Even his homegirl was trying to go to tell him to shut the hell up, stop causing the scene. People trying to tell him to get out. Wow, another interception. D swing, and then he's trying to swing at Buddy again. Then it's on his soul brother. He's like 6 something, dude's a little stocky. Hit the dude up and carried him out of the bar. I went over there when I saw him. I saluted that brother. I said, hey, you managed to get him out of here, man. I thought you was gonna take I thought he was gonna take a swing on him. That's what I thought he was gonna do, or slam on one. But that dude get him out. It's like if you going, they say he was drunk too though, so I could see him acting up like that. So I just thought that was insane. Like not and I've been to this bar before. It's been a couple of years since I've been to it. So when I went to it again, I was like, when I was on my way to it, I said, I remember coming this way to go to that bar. I said, I think I know exactly where it's at too. And when I got there and I looked inside, I said, yep, this is exactly the bar I was at a couple years ago. It's a fun atmosphere, they do karaoke and stuff. I'll definitely go back. I don't know how soon though, but I'll go back. That was a fun bar. I know fights don't always happen there, so It just happened to happen that night. If the Raiders sweep us and the Chiefs beat us in Denver this year, I'm definitely gonna be voting with a wallet of voting my wallet a little bit starting next year. For the record, I'm not completely done going. Yeah, you're just not gonna be putting much stock in going to games until you start seeing the difference. That's a good analysis, fair analysis too. Hmm. Hmm. Look at there, this is working now. Depending on what happened with these two games I mentioned, I hope we. Oh, if we lose both games, I'm protesting on division home games, so we get our shit together and get to continue to going. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I really do miss the times when the Broncos just were beat up on the division rivals because now we can't even do that on consistent basis anymore. I'm probably gonna do another music stream soon. I'm not sure when though. But I'm probably gonna do one soon. I may wait till after football season to do another one. I don't know yet. Definitely not gonna be doing one when the Broncos are playing though. If they wind up playing another Sunday night game, just saying. Because my mind's gonna be focused on the Broncos today on Sunday night. Mm. Oh damn! I need to cut that off. So it's mm. Oh, but I got him. Just stop. Run that ball! Right, like honestly, I'm sick and tired of not beating the Raiders on the road. If Josh Jacobs play the next game, then it's possible. I don't think Josh Jacobs. I mean, he's gonna be the X factor at home. That's for sure. But in the home game, I should say, he'll be the X factor. But I don't think if he plays that the Broncos will get swept. So hopefully by then the Broncos will have their shit together since it is late in the year when they play. I um I will really, yeah, 'cause I don't want to get swept by the Raiders again. This, you know, sorry, redundant getting swept by the Chiefs. I'm just sick and tired of not beating the Raiders. Period. And then, yeah, now that you mention it, I think last time the Broncos did beat the Raiders on the road was with the year they won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning in final season 2015. That's the last time the Broncos did beat the Raiders on the road. So that's like 6, 7, 8, like 7 years in a. Oh my God, yeah, we got to definitely need to change that narrative quickly. So I feel you on that one. I just had, yeah, I feel you on that one. I'm definitely tired of. I'm definitely tired of that. Yeah, last time we swept the Raiders was 2014. We swept the division that year as well. Yeah, Broncos blew them out in both games. Blew them out 41-10. 41, I think it was 41-10, something around that. In Oakland, and really murdered them 47-14 up in Denver. I really wanted them to run the score really bad, like because I wanted to give them a taste of what they did to us in 2010 when they came to Denver and won 59-14. I said, run that score, make it 61-14, embarrassing. Luckily, ran. Lucky, John Fox caught off the dogs and put in the second stringers. Cause I felt the Broncos could have easily ran the score up on them worse than it was when that series came to, when they was in Denver that year. Oh, it's 41-17, not 41-10 out there in Oakland, but hell, I was close. A score of 4-2, top of the seventh. Oh, the Indians lead the series 2-1. That means Yankees win this one. It goes to Game 5 back in the Bronx. Winner take all. Yeah, gotta get credit to that. I mean, no, I don't want to get credit to Astros. Cheaters. Astros got the job done. They swept the Mariners. Sucks for them. I really want the Mariners to go ahead and win it all since the Braves are going to be out of it. Not knowing that they were down 2-0 in that series already when I said that. Now, who I want to win it now? You know what? If the Indians do make it past the Yankees, I want them to win it all. If the Yankees come back and win that series, then I want the Padres to win it all. I definitely don't want the Phillies to win it all. Never a division rival. I don't want the Yankees to win it all because no hate towards the Yankees, but they got enough World Series titles. They don't need any more. And I don't want the Astros to win either because they cheated. They win in 2017. Cheat codes were disabled when they played the Braves last year, though. I hope we do see more Tyree Cleveland moving forward. I would like to see more of him tomorrow and next Sunday against the Jets because I know what the man's capable of. I seen what he did at Florida, and I'm a little agitated that we're not seeing a lot of him with the Broncos. And that's not to slight Kendall Hinton. That's not definitely not to slight Tim Patrick or Cortland Sutton. These guys are great in their own way too. Or Jerry Judy. I definitely want to slight them, but I just want to see more Tyree Cleveland. Put him in the mix. It's the reason why we got him here in Denver. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I feel like we're going to see some Tyree Cleveland tomorrow, though. We went to Las Vegas. I mainly blame Melvin Gore for. Oh, and less of Melvin Gore. I want to see less of him tomorrow. I know people say, "Well, he didn't fumble Thursday against the Colts." I think he did. He was fortunate to get back though. But the point is, if you're going to get Latavius Murray, let's see more of him tomorrow. And less than Melvin Gordon. Shoot, let's see some Boone too. Let's see him. Let's utilize these running backs. You don't got to always go to Melvin Gordon. There's a reason why when it got on Latavius Murray. Let's see what he can do. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Melvin Gordon don't need any carries, but just limit his carries. That's what I'm saying. Make it a 300 monster. And then when Javante gets back, we dump Melvin Gordon, tell him to go somewhere else, shove him back to the Chargers, whatever. They would just run with Javante Williams show, moving forward. I'm over his fumbling, getting out of hand. It's been out of hand. Nobody want to do anything about it. Honestly, I'd rather see Latavius Murray and Mike Boone. That's his first name, Mike. I don't know. I want to say AJ Boone, but Mike Boone split carries tomorrow night. Every time Melvin Gordon's on the field. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it makes my nerves bad too. It's like I be like, hold on to the fucking football, damn you. That's how I feel. So we're gonna see. He we got back. Excuse me. From got back, he also fumbled twice against San Francisco. But yeah, I thought yeah, I did see him fumble. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack when he did, but luckily he got it back, and that killed any chance of me having a heart attack. Thank God. So I said, I don't need any heart attacks because you can't hold on to the football. Melvin Gordon is only on a 1 year rental. I'm honest, guy. They if they bring him back next year, man. I'm going to Denver, and I'm firing somebody myself. 20-0 Eagles. And if I'm Jerry Jones, I'll sell the I'll sell the Cowboys right now if I was Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is lost. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's getting he's getting rejects on the team. And as a result, they're getting beat 20-0 by the Eagles. Join the flip side. I always thought those phones were neat, those Galaxy flip phones. I might give me one next year. Those look dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not due for an I'm beyond due for an upgrade anyway. So George Patton, but if George Patton bring back Melvin Gordon, man, he has bigger issues than I thought. He bring his ass back. They're gonna be calling for his head next. Like I said, the dude's a good running back, but he's he's more butterfinger than I am, and I got the dropsies at times. That's why I don't play running back. But my guy, it's just consistently over and over and over. Like, come on, dude. It's hold on to the goddamn football. That's all I'm asking. That's all. That's all Broncos country is asking. So every time you drop the ball, every time you fumble it, it makes us question why you even on this team. I know I did that back in week one. Jerry Jones doesn't evolve. I don't hate the Cowboys, but as long as Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys, they're not getting past the Israel. Yeah, he's a moron. He was a genius in the '90s. He brought in Jimmy Johnson. Well, he was a moron first because he fired Tom Landry, but understandably, but after a while, he brought in Jimmy Johnson. He kind of redeemed himself. Jimmy Johnson changed the whole culture around. They wound up winning back-to-back Super Bowls in the '90s. You know, then Jimmy Johnson left. They got Barry Switzer. He went on to win another one. So in the '90s, Jerry Jones knew what he was doing. In the 2000s, like once Millennium came, it became more about greed and all that, as opposed to wondering what he should do to make the Cowboys better. Which is like you said, it's not just why the Cowboys cannot get past the division round. And it's also probably why they can't beat the Broncos. But you know what? If this means that it's not even halftime yet. They're going to score. So if this means that if him being a moron means continuing that they'll still lose to the Broncos every time, then hey, you stay in there, Jerry Jones. You stay as long as you want. As long as if you're doing what you're doing means that the Cowboys never beat the Broncos again. Yeah, he's definitely more than Al Davis for sure. Because Al Davis was like that in his final years too. Like he never evolved. He's still trying to live off the '70s mystique, trying to bring that to the millennium. Nope, not gonna work. And then you try to bring in Warren Sapp and Randy Moss, thinking that was going to change the fortunes. But you didn't have a viable quarterback, so that wasn't gonna work either. So then on top of that, they would have got Josh McDaniels. They got Josh McDaniels. Yeah, good luck with that, Raider Nation. Yeah. So I found out my cousin has a YouTube channel. I'm not gonna tell you what the name of his channel is. It's not important. Just know this man got a damn YouTube channel, and I'm very stunned because I didn't think any of my family members would have one, but he has one, and it's a good. And apparently he's renegade. Oh, he's going on that team until he dies. They're not getting rid of Mark Davis. You got nothing to worry about there. Now give me another beer. Oh, first down. All right, let's see. Oh, they challenged or something. It says you disagree with fans booing. In what circumstances, in your opinion, would booing be okay? Booing an opponent. Don't get me wrong, I boo too. I just boo the opponent. I don't boo my own team. Oh, and the refs too. When they make a terrible call, and you know it's a terrible call, the whole country knows it's a terrible call, and they make the bad call anyway, or make a bad no call. That's another reason where booing would be okay.
Boys, it's happening. Sweet, sweet.
This is funny.
Boys, it's happening. It's happening. Ah, sweet, sweet dopamine. God bless America. God bless us, everyone.
You're an atrias. I mean, the drink when you get that short. Oh, he looks like he did another one today. Yep, you did.
I legitimately don't know what to say. The Steelers were down their entire secondary. Tom Brady has consistently owned the Steelers at Heinz Field. Kenny Pickett was out for the majority of the second half, yet the Steelers win. Uh, good? I mean, Tampa sucks. I'm not going to lie. They should have crushed this team. Yet, for whatever reason, they just imploded on themselves. They couldn't do anything with the run. Red zone offense was lacking, and they let Mitch Trubisky make big throws. And you know what? The Steelers earned this win. So you know what? I'm not even going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm going to gladly say Steelers are somehow still have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I got
Me neither. But yeah, how about the Steelers though? They done beat the Buccaneers today. I'm very stunned by that outcome. I did not expect that to happen at all. I said Tom Brady is 3-3. Yeah, I think we could say it's going to be his last year in the NFL. Between Giselle and the fact that they're tied with the Falcons for first in the NFC South. Tom Brady, if you don't retire for this season, I'm going to question your dignity. Truth be told, depending on where the Broncos fans in the West, we play in AFC South opponent on the road next year. Depending on yeah. Where the Giants fans, the Broncos go to Jacksonville next year. Yeah, don't bring that up because I'm a little pissed off that the Broncos will not be in Jacksonville this season because Roger Goodell wanted to fuck me and send the damn game over to Europe. So yeah, I'm very pissed off about that. So I really wanted to go to that. I really wanted to go to the Broncos Giants game, and I got that robbed from me. And that's why Roger Goodell's a pussy. Hmm. Hey, they only give up 36 passing yards right now. The Eagles defense has. And the Cowboys only got a field goal. Bless your heart, Cowboy fans. Until Jerry Jones steps down and sells the team, this is your future. Just good enough to win the NFC East and just die in the playoffs. And continue to lose to the Broncos every time y'all play us, whether it's in Denver or Arlington. You can't beat us. Rest of your division can beat us, but you can't. You know what? I like it because the Broncos have never lost to the Cowboys in my fan tenure. I've been a fan since '98. I've never seen the Broncos lose to the Cowboys since I've been a fan. I like to keep it that way. I would have liked to kept it that way for the Browns too. Thanks a lot, 2018. Vance Joseph, you fucked that up. Glad your pitch ass is gone. Have fun sucking in Arizona. Lost to the Seahawks. Y'all lost to the Seahawks worse than the Broncos did. No, I gotta say to tell you the truth, you should blame Joe Ellis instead of Goodell because before COVID became a mainstream topic, he is one of the Broncos player in London. Well, fuck him too then. I don't see what the big deal is about playing in London. I just never got the appeal of that. Like I get they want to expand baseball, baseball, foot. They're trying to expand baseball as well. I get they're trying to expand football, but don't rip my Broncos outside the U.S. for your sake, for your pleasure. And I still blame Roger Goodell for making NFL games in Europe an actual thing. So he's he still gets the blame because if he was it wasn't for him, Joe Ellis doesn't have Joe Ellis does not have that idea to do that. Ed DeVille made a video called Sports Live in the ATL. So Braves losing again, eliminated. Very well then. Not gonna lie, how you condemn the Broncos playing outside the US? Like a damn it. God damn it. Oh no. Modesto Broncos got the Denver Broncos logo. The same exact color too.
Soaring inflation and our economy in shambles.
Okay, be quiet. I don't care about your politics. All right, where's this game at? I don't know North Valley Empire. Oh, it's in California. Is this high school or oh yep. It looks like it's high school football. This who got the Denver Broncos logo and the whole entire color scheme. But I'm not from Modesto, so I cannot root for him. Like I said before, the Broncos played outside the U.S. has its perks. The only perk the only perk I see is that the Broncos do have fans outside the U.S. over there in the UK who do like to see them play. That's the only perk I give it. And also, you said the only thing I don't like about them is that oh, God, like, the only thing I don't like about them is they're early in the morning and Hooters Buffalo Wild Wings don't even open until yeah. And then here's the thing: the Broncos Jazz game is the same week as the Florida Georgia game. So I don't know what we're doing that weekend quite yet. For one, and two, if Florida wins, I'm probably gonna spend the rest of Saturday night getting toe up from the flow up. So I'm probably not gonna recover in time to even watch the game. Watch the Broncos Jazz game that's gonna come on like 9:30 in the morning over here. It's be like 8:30 in the morning over there where you at, or 7:30 in the morning. We got Rice 320, cause Casihido, cause Cuzco don't know, cause you Cuzco don't know. That's a really interesting name. He says, "Sup, y'all? Rob Allbanks sent me. Go Broncos." Well, welcome to the channel and DB4L. International NFL games that involve Broncos playing gives me a good reason to travel outside the U.S. if only I had a passport. Yeah, I need to stop playing around and get a passport for real though, so I can travel outside the country. because I'll definitely want to do that when I retire. Oh, it's one about Steelers highlights. He was not a happy camper. Yeah, you lose to the lowly Steelers. It would make anybody not a happy camper. That's almost as bad as losing to the Raiders. Oh, I was wrong. It's 27-10. The Jets beat the Packers. Nonetheless, they got beat up really bad though. You got Ravens and Giants. I thought the Ravens had this game. Now the Giants fans going to have to hear from Cowboys fans and Eagles fans how they're the worst 5-1 team in ever NFL history. Oh, they got the Jaguars next. Well, well, you can say 6-1. They're not losing to the Jaguars. You got the Bills and the Chiefs. Once again, thank you, Bills. You did us all a favor. You beat the evil empire over there in Kansas City. They got Jimmy G and the 49ers next. Lucky says you live on the East Coast. At least you don't have to worry about waking up super early like people in California that lives on the Western. Yeah. Even not Von Miller can say he beat Patrick Mahomes. Well, it don't matter, Sniper, because like if Florida wins, I'm getting tore up from the floor that night, and I'm probably not gonna wake up till the game's about over with. So I may I'll be fortunate if I can catch any part of the Broncos Jazz game that Sunday. So I don't know. I don't be that much lucky. Just to be honest. I'm be honest. I don't even watch any. I don't really watch too much of the London games anyway because like I wake up so late on Sundays. I may catch like the fourth quarter of it. That's it. Week 6 concludes with Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Then Week 7 begins with the Saints and Cardinals on Thursday night. I'm definitely happy for Vaughn. He has a good chance of possibly getting up. Yeah, the Bills. Whoa! I ain't know how Chase Hill you're doing in NASCAR. I gotta do my research on this NASCAR. But let's say Bubba Wallace almost got into it. Or he did get to it. Let me see what happened there. So Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson almost got into it. Bubba Wallace is mad. Enjoy gonna wins. He conquers Vegas. Well, Bubba Wallace, maybe you would have won had you don't have Columbia support. If you don't sponsor Columbia, that's that's country people's wearing. Who like to fish and hunt and chill in the backwoods. Those are the only people who really wear Columbia gear, man. And you sponsor them. No wonder why you told her no. You told her no, like just for sponsoring them. And Kyle Larson should have beat your ass. Yeah, it sucks if Von Miller doesn't play for Broncos anymore, but there was no way in hell he was going. Yeah, it was just time to move on for Von Miller. You know, I was sad about it, but at the same time, the Broncos were not a Super Bowl contender last year. Why keep this man around? Why keep this man around if the Broncos weren't going to be anything significant. So it was time for him to go. That's why I was telling these Falcon fans who want to support Matt Ryan. It's like it's time for him to go. I wasn't winning Super Bowl anytime soon. Let it. It's time to cut bait. Support him. Wish him well. But don't act like the jealous girlfriend can't get over a man that just left you. Or in this case, don't act like the ex boyfriend who's still stuck in his feelings because old girl left you and she moved on to bigger and better things. Crystal got a barbecue bacon cheese crystal. Are you serious? And you're still diarrhea. So it's like if you want diarrhea, go to Crystal. You're guaranteed to get it. Never been a fan of that food. The breakfast is okay, but after 10:30, anything on that menu, I'm yeah, good luck. Even my favorite thing on the menu was the chili cheese fries. Even they betrayed me, so I just don't fool with them anymore. I get the crystal, get the burnt out, not the crystals, but I still get the breakfast. I get the scrambler after the 10:30. They don't have to worry about my business. And the Broncos somehow end up playing the Colts in Indianapolis next year. So the Giants may have some unfinished business to try to take care of. What you gonna do? Slap Matt Ryan in the face? You said it. You say you got some unfinished business. I'm curious what this unfinished business is about. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's official. Every team's given up at least 20 points in one game, at least one game now. Cowboys and the 49ers, the last two teams, they have yet to give up 20 points in one game. 49ers give up 20 to the Falcons, which doesn't really surprise me. Falcons do got a formidable offense and put up some points. Now the Cowboys gave up 20 to the Eagles. This Miami fan talking about Florida State lost to Clemson, Florida Gators lost to LSU. Yeah, you lost to Middle Tennessee State. Don't think we forgot about that. And today is CA's birthday. I think he turns 20. I think. Oh, wait. He says, no, that's not what I meant. What I meant by is depending on what happens, and hypothetically speaking, we play the Colts in Indy next year. I may try to go to Indianapolis, but we will see. Yeah, we'll just have to see, man. I mean, we'll see what happens with that game. Plus, I was joking. Of course, you're not going to slap Matt Ryan in the face Will be fun to see though. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Lane Johnson still with the Eagles. He been with the Eagles since Carson Wentz was there. Now he's all right, Auburn guy. You got to protect the Alabama guy. Put the iron both his side. What you doing, Auburn man? Don't let an Alabama guy get out of the pocket and have to run for his life. You're both Eagles now. You got to put Aaron Bo's hatred behind you. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up on that just yet. And now hopefully I already got at least 2 places in my life. Sorry about that. You said I already got at least 2 places in mind that I like to go to for Broncos away games next year. Yeah, just see how the dominoes fall. We'll worry about next season when next season gets here because honestly, outside the AFC West, the Broncos are playing the NFC North. I think they're going to Chicago and Detroit this year for the Bears and Lions, and they get the Packers and Vikings at home, and they're going to play the AFC East. And if I'm not mistaken, is it AFC East? Or if I played, no, yeah, it is AFC East. They haven't played the Patriots in 2 years, so. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Broncos get the Patriots and Jets at home next year, which means they'll have to go to Miami and Buffalo. And I think, if I remember correctly, you said one place you had in mind was the Broncos Dolphins game down in South Florida next year. He says, "LOL, right? I could understand Matt Ryan slapping the face." I never had bad blood twins unless you born and bred 2016 Super Bowl. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that because this guy's in here. Mr. Sarcastic, yay! You disappointed me, Sletta. You didn't laugh at, you want to laugh at everybody else when the Falcons beat the 49ers, but you did not laugh at A.L. DeVille. He was talking the most shit this week. Okay, so Chicago is the other game. So you trying to go to Chirac. Old Soldier Field, the historic Soldier Field, home of the Midwest, monsters of the Midway Chicago Bears. We're gonna go see Justin Fields next year. Hey, slow down, Ryan. He's a winner, and he did it again. Nobody's bashing Matt Ryan, man. Calm down. We gave him his flowers today because he beat the Jaguars. Kyle Shanahan choke. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Kyle Shanahan. His man's 1-2 against y'all now. Oh, almost at the 2 hour mark. Buffalo would be a maybe, to tell you the truth, maybe Las Vegas. I want to go to Buffalo for one reason, and just see those Bills fans that are retarded and jumping off the damn tables like they lost their mind. They trying to get their kids to do it. Say that's child abuse. Don't force your kids to be jumping off tables before the age of 3. That would be funny as hell if you teach them how to jump off tables before they turn 3, and then when they become teenagers, they decide to become Dolphin fans. Slap in the face. Yeah, the Broncos also beat him, and don't ever forget that. That fool said Chargers will destroy Broncos Monday night. We'll see about that. We shall see about that. The body slamming. To me, that's funny, but ain't no way in hell I respond like, yeah, Bills fans watch too much wrestling. That's where they get the idea of body slamming tables and stuff. I think it's one thing if it happens in wrestling. I don't watch wrestling. I never really care for it. It's one thing if it happens there because like it's expected, especially when they had the whole TLC tables, ladders, chairs matches. But at the tailgate, like come the fuck on. That's ridiculous. Oh, the Yankees won, so they're going back to New York 2-2. I guess you're gonna be crapping my teams forever because I'm not stopping. Oh, AF DeVille's here too. It's good, AF. It will also be one thing if body slamming tables happen during a fist fight. Oh yeah, that would be funny too. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, there's no way you'll catch me on the internet. No, I don't. I think it's just a break. Bills fan. I think it's a Bills fan thing. I don't expect anyone in the league to do that. Maybe it's like Raider fans. They're stupid too. They probably would do that as well. Jump out tables and stuff. Oh, if it's an if the bill would never win a house party. Yeah, you see this man on here crapping on your team, Slitter. You not saying anything to him. His only comeback is that AF go to the house party and get into a fist fight. If I somehow be able to go to Las Vegas next year when we play the Raiders, I definitely love to contribute painting Allegiant Allegiant Stadium, excuse me, outside like Broncos fans did in Week 4. Yeah, we're gonna always paint that stadium orange. Now if we can win in that stadium, that'd be a different story. Oh snap! Big play for the Cowboys just there. Nobody ever get rat's ass about men is wearing masks, long socks, a handle, and a ping pong ball. So, Slither, what you doing right now? You partying with your neighbors? Nobody ever get rat's ass about men wearing masks, long socks, and handle. Oh yeah, I just read that. Okay, never mind. Forget everything I just said. Oh shit! What, I wonder what Slither has to say about that. Nobody watches lacrosse. No one can spell Hey, I can spell lacrosse. There were no TV stations ever showing lacrosse. Nobody cares. Yeah, I know. I don't care. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mm. Dude, you can't piss me off if you try. You're just a fanboy. No, he's not a sort of fanboy. If he was a fan, if he was a sort of fanboy, he wouldn't be doing things to get him tying down in your streams. Nobody cares about Toronto Raptors either. Yeah, they haven't really done anything since 2019. But I'm not gonna lie, so it would be nice if he was talking, if he was running his mouth about your team and your team wound up winning and you come back and laugh at him sometimes. That would be pretty funny though. I'm not saying you owe it to anyone, but that would be pretty funny to watch though. So I'm pretty sure that some of your peoples be like, Uncle Slitter doesn't laugh at F. Oh no, we got a Broncos fan talking, y'all. I'll say this: if we get swept by the Raiders and lose to the Chiefs in Denver, I won't protest going to. I won't protest going to away divisional games 100%. Depending on what happens, it'll just be home divisional games. Okay, now you wising up a little bit. You ever always recording my videos? Yeah, well, you already show my kids. He does do content. Where you been, Slitter? That man do content. Maybe he doesn't do the sports content like you would be doing, but he does content now. That's why I keep saying he owns you. Oh yeah, I did want to say this, Slitter, while you ain't here. You know that Bobby Means got to be in your stream. He was in your Padres Met stream last week, or yeah, last week. I actually went to school with him. He probably don't remember, but I remember him. Yeah, we went to elementary school together. So I seen the name. I seen the name. I said, "Is this the same Bobby Means I went to school with?" Now went to his channel. It was him. Sniper says he'll be right back after these messages. Hey, so what would it take for you to take A-Fizzle serious. What we have to do? Michael Vick. I'm gonna lose my voice a little bit too. Oh yeah, this just in. Oh yeah, this just in. Across to the worst city called sports. Only chick. That's some women who don't play that. You'll never take AF serious. Wow, that's not fun, Slitter. I mean, so you'll never take AF serious. It takes the fun out of it. I think Slitter just don't want to take him serious because he hates the Falcons. Because AF hates the Falcons more than anybody in the world in the Hawks. That's probably why he doesn't want to take AF serious. That part. Well, not everyone. Well, I guess that's. I guess you'll take half the people serious, half the people on YouTube serious, because there are certain people that don't want your teams to win either. Yeah, he did. He was being serious when your friend passed. You know, he was pissed off when he found out somebody was making a mockery of it. Hey, that's it felt like a sack. That's that Florida Gator right there. I told Slitter and all y'all Falcon fans, all you had to do is get out of Atlanta, and we'll see the Dante Fowler that we saw in Florida. He's doing wonders with the Cowboys now. Oh, Sportsline says if it was up to you, AF, all my teams, excuse me, whenever win a game in any sport, it'll make my teams like what 1-0 and 1 million every year. Now I do need y'all to beat the Chargers in week 9 or 10, whatever y'all. Oh, I just saw the something. The Falcons play the Chargers week 9, I think. In the think, Slitter might not be. There's a 50-50 chance whether Slitter streams that game or not. Because if Florida beats Georgia, he won't be able to stream from November 1st to November 8th. If that's the case, he won't be streaming the Falcons Chargers game. Oh, you better hope you beat me in this bet, Slitter. You might not be able to stream the Falcons Chargers game week 9. In fact, I might stream that game because the Broncos are off that week. May need some content on my channel. Biz, Gators are not beating Georgia. Please, you can't even beat LSU. Don't forget, uh, any given Saturday, dude. Anything can happen. You never know. I just remember 2007. Stanford was one of the worst teams in the Power Five, and they went to USC, who was number one in the nation. USC was like a 40-point favorite, and Stanford managed to pull off the upset. So you never say never. Like I said, on paper, Georgia is a better team, but that don't mean anything. Again, again, we don't know that. Yeah, in 2022, you might lose to Florida. You might lose. I'm not getting up and say that you will lose, but don't be surprised if you do lose. This is a rivalry game, man. This can go either way. I'm not saying never. I just said you won't. And I'm saying that they might. Got a problem with it? I'm telling you now, we get a couple of turnovers in this game. We not we, but Florida gets a couple of turnovers in this game. They're gonna convert those into touchdowns. They're not gonna do like Missouri and just settle for field goals. So you better hope the guy you don't sets Bennett and company don't turn the ball over. If y'all play a clean game, that's the only way I can see Georgia win this game outright, and maybe by 20 points. But if Florida can slow Georgia down and get a couple of turnovers, they're gonna have a good chance of winning this game. That's on the real. Now this I can't agree with. The chances are very slim, but there's a chance. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's just a chance. Very slim. Right now, it's a 20% chance that Florida wins, but I'm not gonna get up here and say that Florida has no chance. I'll be damned. And another thing that's working in our favor, that could work in our favor, is how these Georgia fans going to look at the Florida game and the Tennessee game. That's going to be a big game in 3 weeks. Florida versus not Florida, Georgia versus Tennessee. It's in Athens, so in big game. So you got some players who could be thinking about that Tennessee game and overlook the Gators, and they fall victimized to that trap game. This is a trap game for y'all. So keep that in perspective too. Oh, I'm not doing a crow video. There'll be no crow. We're not in the TTC anymore, so we don't do crow videos. Well, I know it was in the TTC. That's 45%. Now, Florida has a better being. AL doesn't really get into many hops. AL doesn't really get into getting excuse me, melon heads. But AL doesn't really get into fights at house parties like that. And like I told you that at one time he was getting into it. It wasn't really a fight. They almost got into it. I mean, they almost with the fists and cuffs, but people got in the way and broke it up. So he never. I think he probably got into one fight. That was it. He, he he's never gotten into many fights at a house party, but he has gotten drunk a lot at house parties. I will admit that. A, a crow isn't a TTC thing. It never has been. It's owning up when you talk shit and lose. That's a sports thing, not a TTC thing. Nope. It sound like a TTC thing to me. 'Cause I never heard anything about doing crow videos until I got on YouTube and start watching TTC people. That's my first time hearing about doing a crow video. Even I told people there, I said, I'm not in the TTC. Don't ever label my stuff as crow. And for the record, how will I be with a crow when I'm not really talking shit like that? All I say is a chance that Florida could win. I'm not getting up here and saying Florida will win. Because I say Georgia's a better team on paper. They should win. But I just threw the bet out there, because I have faith in my boys and I'm giving them a chance. It may be a slim chance, but it's a chance. It beats not having one. So there's a difference. And the worst that can happen is I won't be able to stream for a week if I lose. That's the only thing that's really going to happen. Because I can still win our other bets. Even if you win the individual game bet, I still got a chance at other bet. If you lose this game, if you lose this game, you lose both bets. You won't be able to stream for a week. And then you got to do the Tito shot because you lose both bets to me. Hmm. Oh, I do find it kind of strange that you said that you're not going to watch me any more baseball, but yet you were talking about streaming the Padres Phillies game. That really made no sense to me. I need some clarification on that one, Slitter. Oh, Sniper's back too. I did see that. I'm probably gonna be wrapping this up soon. I'm not gonna be on for too much longer. I already got the I already reached the 2 hour mark. If Shadette was here, she'd be proud of me. No, Tennessee game's not gonna be. Tennessee is good. That's not a track game. Florida's not good, and I admit Florida's not a good team right now. This is y'all trap game because not too many people are expecting Florida to win. I think the only people, I think the only people that give Florida a chance in this game are Florida fans. I don't see anybody else really giving Florida a chance. Oh, when you get a chance, go back to the beginning of the crib. So I talked about that. I gave my thoughts and insights how the other Braves. Oh, I'm glad you brought that back up because I forgot to mention this too. I think another reason why the Braves lost this series because all the games were day games. Even that game two was considered a day game. If they would have gave the Braves at least a night game or two, the series would have been different. But at the end of the day, like I think that played a part of it. But like I said, the Braves just did not play well at all. So, all right, Sniper, appreciate you coming in. DB4L. And the Cowboys got the ball back. They scored a touchdown here. It's going to get a lot of interest in that fourth quarter. Oh, good cut by CD. But I do not want the Phillies to win. I don't care if it does make the division look good. I do not want them to win the goddamn World Series. I meant that. First down. Oh, man. Yeah, I hate the Phillies too, AF. I'm not saying I hate. I'm not saying it just because they beat the Braves. I've been hating the Phillies since '98. Right now, the baseball game is over. Let's see. I can find something else on the tube. Hey, that's on Ernie Johnson. Yep, it isn't. I'll be damned. Oh yeah, I was wondering if Swift saw that video that AL put up, but apparently he did. I might have to change my what's it called too. Gotta get some more channels. I don't have my Aspire anymore. I don't want the Phillies win either, but I'll be happy for hiding and media if they do. hmm They have own free. Oh, Braves got a Philly. Braves. Oh, dang! I haven't finished reading another one. Of course, I hope Padres win, but I have to get. No, nothing wrong giving him credit. No, hell, I even gave him credit. But that's embarrassing. The Braves got eliminated by a Philly seed they have owned for years and got swept. And just swept a few weeks ago. Just very, very disappointing. I saw the video. I just said, play the man says you're happy with losing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good for you. I'm glad they resolved all your tax issues. And get off my channel. Get off my TV with that. I wonder if she's married. She's cute. I saw the video. Oh wait, why am I going to watch a? Why am I going to watch something I know I said? All right, okay, I'm out later for this. All right, but I'm gonna get it right in this stream. As I said, it's been 2 hours, so yeah, I appreciate everyone who came in and chatted up. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. I'm gonna watch some videos, I guess, some music videos, and watch the rest of this Cowboys Eagles game. And then I'm probably gonna pass out and get ready for it tomorrow. So y'all be easy. Till next time, A-Fizzle sign out. And I'll holler at y'all later.